Your client does not start judging the experience when the work actually begins, believe it or not. They start judging it the moment you actually say yes. And today on the Operational Leak series, we're talking about the onboarding leak, the hidden gaps that cause new clients to feel confused, uncertain, or unsupported right after they have trusted you enough to move forward. I'm excited about all these different series that we deal with. And for those of you who may not know me, I'm Danette Moss, also known as the Strategy Lady. I collaborate with consultants and service-based business owners to simplify, automate, systematize, and streamline their operations. It's a 4-step that spells actually SaaS that you guys may hear me talking about a whole lot. Okay. And I put that in place because I believe that everyone needs help, things that can help them stop drowning in the back end and build businesses that run on rinse and repeat systems. And here's what this leak looks like. A client says yes, they sign, book, and in some cases, go ahead and pay you. They are excited. They are ready. They are looking for direction. And then there's that gap. Maybe the welcome email is delayed. Maybe the intake form is not ready. Maybe the calendar link has to be sent manually. Maybe the client is not sure what actually happens next. And maybe you are pulling together the next steps after the payment comes in. And because you know what's happening because it's in your head, you may not realize that the client feels confused. That is the operational leak. Confusion after purchase weakens confidence. The client should not have to wonder, y'all. Did they get my payment? Is probably one wonder. What happens next? When is the first meeting? And what do I need to send? Where do I upload my information? Who do I need to actually contact? How do I prepare? You see, the first 24 hours after someone says yes, that should make them feel clear, confident, and cared for, not confused, not uncertain. In most cases, they feel that way, and not like they have to chase you down. The leak costs more than people actually realize because it costs trust, it costs momentum, it costs time. And who has that to waste, honestly? It can even cost referrals because people remember how they felt at the beginning of your relationship. And so a messy start can create unnecessary tension before the real work actually begins. But here is the SaaS fix. First, simplify the first step. Your client should know the very next action they need to take. Second, automate the confirmation. When someone pays, signs, or books, they should receive immediate communication. And third, systematize the onboarding journey. Every client should move through a clear path. So that's a confirmation, a welcome, the intake, intake form, a call, scheduling, expectations, okay, and preparation. Fourth, streamline the communication. Do not send 5 scattered messages when one clean onboarding sequence can guide them. Don't do it. It creates confusion. But here's your action step. I like giving you these. Go look at your current onboarding process from the client's point of view, not yours. And ask yourself these questions. What happens immediately after they say yes? Do they get a clear confirmation? Do they know the next step? And do they know what to expect? Do they know what you need from them? And do they know when they will hear from you? If you cannot answer those questions clearly, your onboarding may be leaking trust. And great delivery does not erase a confusing start. You want the client to feel confident before the work begins. because confidence is what creates cooperation. And cooperation creates momentum. Momentum creates better outcomes. And if this is the one missing welcome email that you need to fix, go ahead and fix it. If you're missing the form, create it. If this is one unclear step, fix that whole thing. I'm telling you, it is time for you to do that. You got to do it. But if your onboarding is being, what I like to say, pieced together, and in most cases, a lot of them are manually, let me tell you, when you do this every time someone says yes, that's the bigger back end pattern problem that you have. And that means it may be time to look at your full operations infrastructure. I talk about that often. Your sales infrastructure, the marketing engine, and your client success infrastructure. All those areas need to be looked at to see actually where the client journey is actually leaking. That is the kind of thing that we look at inside the Simplify to Scale operational audit that I've been talking about. But first things first, today, I'm always going to give you something simple that you can do and take away and make those actionable steps immediately in your business. Look literally at the first 24 hours after someone says yes. Look at that and ask yourself these questions. I want you to sit with it now. Are your clients starting with confidence or confusion? Because how they start shapes how they experience everything that follows, honestly. Okay? You got to look at that from their lens, not yours. Let's turn the chaos that I keep finding, unfortunately, in the business systems, the back end operations, the infrastructure piece of a lot of consultants and service providers. Let's turn that chaos into a clean system. I want you to make sure that if you need some help at what it is that you're running into, definitely go back, rewind this when we upload the replay, and ask yourself those questions and answer the questions. Be honest with yourself. Don't think about it from your point of view. Think about it from the eyes of your client or that prospect. This is Danette Moss, business growth and operations strategist, aka the strategy lady, over at Let's Talk Strategies and Digital CEO Systems. See you soon for episode 5 coming up of the operational leaks. Y'all take care now. Oh, and if you listen to it as a replay, definitely let me know. Do hashtag replay and please share it with someone that you know needs this. All right, bye for now, y'all.